Good evening, guys. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope you can hear me, guys. You know, any confirmation sign that you can hear me will be good. So let's get into it. Okay, guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. You know, it's the 7th of, what's this, it's the 24th of June, guys. You know, I hope all of y'all are doing well. I'm glad to see that we have some members attending the meeting. You know, you're doing very well, guys. You know, we want to catch them pips, want to achieve our goals, you know, everything. Like, want to become successful at the end of the day. That's where y'all guys should be. That's where y'all guys are heading. So, guys, today we're just gonna focus on how to analyze the markets, how to enter a trade, because it's very complicated for some people. You know, it's not easy. Also how to manage the amount of money you have, because some people, you'd see them, you know, like you open crazy lot sizes and you don't have enough, you know, equity for that certain amounts. You leverage your account. So this is what we're focusing on, to see how much you should be risking. Let's drive. The only middle striker. I don't know who has his microphone, but please. So guys, now, okay, guys, turn on your mics for this certain situation. Okay, let me just now. But the next pair, guys, will be analyzing.
Give your skin a boost in just 7 days with Eucerin's new Hyaluronic Vitamin C booster. Freshly activating the power of 10% pure vitamin C and hyaluronic acid for fresh and younger looking skin. Add Eucerin's Hyaluronic Vitamin to your routine for advanced efficacy.
Please turn off your mic.
When the misery of colds and flu threatens, keep a step ahead. With A. Virgo Echinophores,
let me just
this well-researched.
But yeah, guys, I'll go into a new Euro USD chart so we can, you know, analyze a clean chart. So let's get into it, guys. You know the basic rules of Forex. You start on the day charts. You start on the day charts because what's the bigger brother's stronger than the smaller brother. That means the bigger the time frame, the stronger it is, guys. If you didn't know that, please write that down. The bigger the time frame, the stronger it is. So, guys, as we look at Euro USD right now, we can see.
Kia, movement that inspires.
I think they want us really to hear that. Okay, Patrick, tell you later, submit. So unfortunately, Patrick is gone. Okay, so guys, one thing we can see, guys, as we enter, you know, the daily time frame, one thing we should look at is the trend going up or down. So as everybody can see clearly, the trend is definitely going down. So from left, we look from left to right. So we can see in the daily time frame since 2021, around March, we've been in a consecutive downtrend. But let me just zoom in a bit because I think I'm looking too far out of the charts for you guys. Okay. Okay, this is much better. Okay, guys, this is much better. This is all the info we need. We don't need too much info. So, guys, as we can see, we've been in a downtrend for more than 6 months. You can see from 29 September 2021, price has been going down. So guys, one thing you should know is that the market has buyers and sellers. So even if we have, 50,000 buyers, even if we have 50,000 buyers, and there's like 2 million sellers. If there's more sellers, the market is down, like it's bound to go down. So the main direction of the market is always about who's in power. Is it the bears or the bulls? The bears are the sellers, the bulls are the buyers. So as you can see, Euro USD has been going down for a long time. For like about 6 months, Euro USD has been in a downtrend because the bears are in control. So now what we want to do is to label our supports and resistance, so that we can see which levels are key for proper entry points. So guys, reason we do this is because we want to know which are the best opportunities for selling or buying in the market. So guys, we focus on quality, not quantity. So we're not trying to enter 100 trades in a week. We're trying to enter the best trades. So as we look into the market, we've been going in a consecutive downtrend, going down. Price stopped here. We can add supports over here. Price went up, moved up. We can add resistance here, but it's not necessary because our price is ranging between a certain level. So as you can see, up here is very far from the bottom of the market over here. So this will have no influence. So we do not need to check if it's a support or resistance because it's very far from the bottom over here. And it'll take us a very long time to reach that certain level until here. Because we can see that since February of this year, this is where the market was here in February. So it's going to take another, for about 4 to 5 months to reach that level if we're ever considering that. So that's why we do not highlight it out. So we can see this is it was previously our support and it turned into resistance. As everybody can see over here, price could not pass this level. So, but we checked, this was gonna be considered versus some resistance, but we keep going down. This is the level of support. We go up. This is a level of resistance. We go down. We can move this level just to make it more clear for a certain, a certain level because it's very close. It's very tight. If you can see here, between here and here is very tight. So we can put that as the level of support. We put our next level over here. This is our next level. So then we go up. When we move up, we can see we had resistance at our previous supports. Then we move down. We can see this was acting as support. We moved a bit up. We move down. And this is our new support. And that's the bottom. So that's as low as we went so far, guys. So we can see in the daily time frame that we are ranging down. So that means the market is full of sellers. There's more sellers than buyers. So guys, general knowledge, in a market like this, it will be better to be a seller than a buyer because you have a higher chance of winning as a seller than as a buyer because the market is moving down. There's more opportunities for you to sell instead of buying. So guys, here the direction of the market, you can see we've been going down, guys. So that's something you write out, we want to get the best opportunity. So we have to jot down our information. So what we see right of now is that the daily time frame is in a downtrend. So you can write that down, daily time frame, downtrend. As we move on to smaller time frames, we'll be doing the same procedure until we go into the smallest time frame to get the best opportunity. So that's the 1 hour time frame because that's where we mainly execute our opportunities. So we'll be analyzing the markets. We keep analyzing until we reach the 1 hour time frame and you see which option is best to trade. So guys, now what we want to do is check if we can create a trend line because we have labeled out our levels of support and resistance. Now all we need is a trend line to see if we're in a channel or anything of that sort of nature. So we can use a parallel channel. It's optional. Very different to the. So guys, if you can take from the highest point over there to those levels, you can see, we touch there. That's first touch, second touch, third touch. You can take this as a fourth touch, So it's very unsure. The market either could rally or we could still continue with the sell. But most likely, markets are always bound to break a trend line when they're on their fourth touch. This is something we spoke about last week, guys. So you should always take that into. We should always be, we should always shine lights onto, different ideas. We should never just be one way bearish. We should be both ways, bullish and bearish, to consider both ideas. So guys, you can see now this is a trend line. We're going to touch here, we're going to touch here, we're going to touch here, a bit of a spike, we're going to touch here, and that's what we expect over here. So we can see that price is ranging around here. So one thing I see is that this channel might confuse people, like like where did you get this from? So it's better for you guys if I just use a simple trend line, use this the same tactic in different forms, in different manners. So we can see this is our highest level, this is our resistance, that was our first touch, this is our second touch, this is our third touch. So guys, you see over here, we even have a much cleaner chart. You see this? We don't even consider this as a fourth touch, honestly. So that means the market still has a high opportunity of selling on the next touch, because it's our fourth touch. It will be our fourth touch. Fourth touch is safer than a fifth touch. Fifth touch, really, we're looking for a breakout. There's no doubts about that. So guys, as you can see, I'll just copy this, copy. I clone it so I can use it for my bottom. The bottom never needs to be, exactly correct. You can just have a bit of, channeling just for us to, understand how this market is moving. So guys, as you can see over here, we're in a downtrend, first touch, second touch, third touch. Now, what we are waiting for is the fourth touch. So guys, you can label this and write this down, that the what's this, as traders, guys, we are looking for confluence in the market. So what confluence means is that we're looking for many reasons why we should take a certain trade. So that's what's confluence. So here in the daily time frame, if versus the market has been telling us it's going down, so it's a downtrend. So the confluence that we can find is that we are moving to resistance, so we can expect it down. And we can see whenever price touches this trend or this resistance, market should sell, because that is our confluence on the daily time frame. We have two reasons to sell. We're in a downtrend, and we're close to coming resistance. So guys, we can label this out, make it, we can highlight it, because we're very close from this situation. This is our resistance. So what do we expect in this market, guys? We can expect a movement of different manners, because us traders, mainly the markets is copy and pasting, honestly, if you knew that. Because we use previous information to make a conclusion that should happen or anything of that nature. So if I take a trend, if I make an example, you see the markets touched the bottom here, it rallied, and this is when we touched our trend line. When we touched our trend line, we can see we're actually at resistance over here, guys. So there was confluence. We touched the trend line. There was resistance. So the market began to sell. There was no power for it to buy. So we can expect something of the same nature. If we take this trend line, we can even put it here. And what? We expect something of the same nature. We expect market to reach this level, and what? We sell, because there's resistance and there's a trend line. So if you had to draw it, you'd expect the market to go up, to rally, because right now we are rallying because we touched the level of support. So if I had to draw this, like this thing, if we had to draw an example of how the market would flow, something like this would happen, and we would go down. So people expecting, how long should we sell? So when are we selling and when are we buying? Here we can see that we are not buying. There's no idea of buying at all. So we're in the selling market. So how do you enter the sell? This is the question now. When should I sell? When should I make money? Because obviously you can't sell around here. If you sell around here, stop loss is going to hit you, because price is still moving up. You're going to get hit by the stop loss, you lose money. So guys, we can see this trend line can continue ranging like this, and we expect. I want to know, when should I sell? Well, here's the zone. This is where you should sell. Oh my gosh. That circle just gives. So if you are drawing the same trend line as me right now, whenever we're going to trade this now, since we should talk about risk management. How much are we willing to risk, and how much are we willing to make for this trade? This is a very start selling. So we want to know the best opportunity. We go into the smaller time frame. So let's go 4 hour. Is much very good. So like if say this for the zone. if you use a fib, if you want to see when, so if the market is moving in a downtrend, we go to our highest point and we move to our lowest points. That's how we find the fib levels, guys. So it's not a coincidence again. You see the fib level, guys, is highly likely to sell at the 60% level and the 78% level. So you can see here the 60% level is called a 60. It's actually the 61%. Here, I was on this line to say it's resistance. So now we have many reasons to sell at this zone. We have the fib level saying that there will be a retracement around here because the 61 level is mainly where we sell. We have resistance showing that a sell is highly likely, a touch will happen around here. So this is mainly where everybody's expecting to sell. This is where the bears are watching because the market, everything that happens in the market is because everybody's watching. So because we have the same idea, that's what happens in the market. What we expect to happen is most likely what's going to happen because everybody saw it that way. So guys, if I remove the fib levels in the sell, so I can remove the fib now for everybody. So guys, as we move to the smaller time frame, like you would want to know what's my stop loss and what's my take profit. We take a measurement. So this is our measurement tool, guys. One thing I want to tell you guys, since we're in a downtrend, our take profits in a sell, I mean like in our opportunity to sell right now is the previous support. So that means the last level of support is our final take profit. I mean, is our expected take profit. And the market can actually range to a lower level because we're in a downtrend. So you can expect that price will move down until here. That's the first take profit, guys. This is 400 pips. And people ask how huge your stop loss should be. The stop loss should be around 30 pips, guys. So 30 pips, if you calculate it into rands, 30 pips, I'm gonna just leave it at 26, 26, 25. But yeah, 30 pips, guys. What is 30 pips in South African rands? 30 pips is 45 rand, guys. So if you can calculate that what's this 30 pips is 45 rand, you're willing to risk 45 rand to make how much? 400 pips. How much is 400 pips in South African rands? I think that is exactly 600 rand. So you just raised 45 rand to make 600 rand, guys. So this is a situation where, they don't know. They don't know this. To say we are waiting. We have been waiting for this opportunity to come. Then we enter the cell, breaks the scam, like they just pressed a button, then it started making money. No, guys, this is calculated risk. We make analysis, we focus on the best opportunity. So you can see, guys, right now the best opportunity is a sell. We don't want to be buying here and going up and down because it's busy hitting us. Because what's quality over quantity, guys? This single trade made somebody 600 rand. Imagine, guys, and he just opened a 0.01 lot size instead of somebody who risked 45 rand just to make 100 rand, guys. That's just poor risk management because you're just risking 1:1, 1:2. But as you can see, this is the best opportunity. Thing I can say that now I just want to give you an example of how long we should sell. Since the market, guys, as I told you, it's a copy and paste situation. We expect the same type of move, the trend line. So it moved from here, they sold. So somebody, guys, risked and he held until here and he made so much cash at single lot size. So imagine this is the move, make something again. So that's why we move lower. Management is important. So that's why us first level take profit. Because, guys, when you hit the first support, price started moving up again. Price will move up again a bit, then we'll move down, we'll tear down. So time frame, we can still try to happen. But like if we move to a smaller time frame now, able that the 4 hour is a sell on Euro USD. So guys, that's how you enter a trade. You many reasons that tell you to sell over here. First of all, the 61% level, that means everybody's expecting for a sell. You have resistance over here. So guys, you have more than 3 reasons why you should sell. That's why you should always have at least more than 3 reasons to sell, not just 1 reason. Because if you have 1 reason, bro, you're most probably gonna be wrong because somebody might have more reasons than you for a different, for a different trade setup. Because somebody right now is expecting a buy, but he's gonna end up losing that because we already know, we see the support, we see the resistance, we see the trend line, we see the fib level fundamentally. Now, when you look into fundamentals, guys, we talk about the United States of America, guys. We know they are raising interest rates, so we expect that the dollar is bound to be stronger than the euro. So we do expect the euro to sell against USD. So this is a matter of also, guys, if you want to be more correct, you must always focus on your fundamentals, always be watching what's happening in the markets. As you can see, guys, there is supply and demand issues in the world. So the US dollar is what everybody wants to own because they do not want to invest right now. When when one thing I can tell you guys, there's an inverse correlation in the market. When the US dollar becomes weaker, everything else becomes stronger, guys. So this means that about NES 100, about US 30, they become stronger because the dollar is becoming weaker. The money is being taken out of the dollar and is now being changed into a stock. Also, just like Bitcoin becomes stronger when the US dollar becomes weaker. Do you know why? Because people are now they're investing in the US dollars, guys. So those are ideas you should be focusing on, guys. Things you should know like that. You should also know which currencies provide, futures, which currencies, I mean, like which countries, as I should say this, which countries provide commodities, which countries provide, what's this, metals, precious metals, things like that, resources, exports and imports. Those things they taught you in economics, help a lot in this industry of forex, guys. But beyond that, I'm going off topic, guys. So we see that what's this, the 4 hour sell, what's this, the daily time frame has been selling. So guys, it's better to sell than buy right now, guys. So now we move into the 1 hour. One thing I can tell you about the 1 hour trend line, and we actually were speaking about this. If everybody remembers this type of trend line I drew over here, the market is moving up, but it does not have that much strength because the daily time frame and the 4 hour time frame said sell. So the amount of I would like to zoom in into the other side. I will first take profit. You can see this is the level of resistance. So everybody to close their trades. And guys, what happens is that if you're a buyer, once you close your trade has become a sell position. If you understand that, because you have closed the buy, that means it has become something that is sold because you have taken the money and you have sold somebody that later. Because they call them, fixed changes and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, as we look into any things you guys would like to ask me about, now is the time you can switch over. I mean, like turn on your mics, ask if you want. So, guys, if you ever also enter this trade, guys, this is a trade. This is a swing trade, guys. So, if you have like an account lower than 500 rand, you should not be expecting to open a lot size bigger than 0.02 because, like, if you open 0.02, you are risking 100 rand, guys. And as a trader, you should only risk about 5% of your account. So, what is 5% of 1,000 rand? 5% of 1,000 rand is 50 rand. So you can see that, that's a logical thing. You open a 0.01 or 0.02 when you have 1,000 rand. I mean, like you can go to a high lot size 0.03 with 1,000 rand. But as you can see, guys, if you have 500 rand, you open 0.02. How much are you gonna make with this swing trade? You're gonna make about 1,000 rand because 400 pips, 600. So that means you're gonna make 1.2. Guys, you only risk 100 rand to make 1.2. That's a lot of money that can feed, that feeds families, that can buy bread. Abanye, pay for tuition fees, everything. So that's risk management also, guys. Imagine after making that 1,000 rand, guys, you have more money to get more opportunities. Next time, I'll solve only 0.02, so only 0.03. Also, nemali yokuvula 0.04. You're no more making 1.2, now you're making 2.4. You're no more making 2.4, now you're making 4.8. You're no more making 4.8, you're making 8,000, you're making 9,000. That's how far it moves, guys. If you just continue with risk management, your earnings are bound to, it's always gonna become big, guys. But guys, as you can see, in the 1 hour time frame, we broke a trend line. So in the 1 hour time frame, we have a time frame. You can say move to the 30-minute and zoom in. If I move to the 30-minute, people can see why there's no direction. It just, if we can just put support in this, or find the direction of this market. It's very risky because if you enter a buy, you're only just gonna make maybe 100 rand to make 150, which is very little. If the opportunity at this level, guys, you should only buy at this level. Here we enter our previous resistance, which we spoke about, guys, on the 4 hour. So you can see, guys, we're ranging. So if we try to make a trend, you can't really just in it because what we expect is a buy setup until we reach that resistance, guys. If it goes down, we have a double top. We're gonna put bottom here, and we'll have a double top formation. The length of the W pattern. So if I the W pattern is bound to be up here. This is where your take profit is, and the sellers enter the markets, guys. So that's something I was just here to show you guys. I hope you'll be around for the next video next week. Any questions you'd like to share, please open mic or contact me privately, guys. I'm always here to help you guys. If you have issues with trade, you're confused how to enter a trade, I'm here to help. I'm here to share information. If you have any setups you would like to share, because some people analyze you. If you want to gain confidence in your setups so you can trade on your own, you can share with me. I'll review it, show what you did very well, show some mistakes, just help you, beneficially as a trader. Because guys, this is a road to millions, financial independence, guys. And I hope to see you next week, guys, and let's keep growing as a community. And you should watch out for those signals this week, because we're gonna have some serious signals, so guys, one thing I just want to say, let me see the chats. Guys, if you have an account less than 500 rand, guys, how can we talk privately? I shall send my numbers on the group chat, guys. I'll send my contacts on the Telegram group chat. What's this? So anybody can contact me privately if they want to. So guys, also one thing I just wanted to say, what did I want to say? I wanted to tell you something important, and now it's just to say I watched, I checked that, that message, and I quickly forgot, unfortunately. So guys, I was saying about the signals, guys. Guys, if you if you have an account lower than 500 rand, if you see my signals, please note that you should be trading signals that are 1 hour time frame, please, because for my signals which are in the 4 hour time frame, guys, these are mainly signals for people with more equity. So guys, these are people with 1,000 rand account, only 1.5, only 2,000 above. So guys, entry level, if you see on a 1 hour, if you see on my signals 1 hour time frame, you can enter 0.02 if you have less than 500 rand, guys. And one thing, never enter more than 2 signals at a time, guys. There's also correlation in the market, guys. So let's say, for example, where now you buy Euro USD net, and you also buy Euro JPY. You buy Euro USD and you buy Euro JPY. Do you know that if Euro USD is wrong, that means Euro JPY is also most likely to be wrong, guys. So this is something you should consider, that whenever you trade pairs, do not trade pairs with the same correlation. Do not trade pairs with the same name at the same time. Never trade Euro USD with another Euro something. Never trade them at the same time, guys. Unless you are highly confident in your, you have high confidence in your trade, because you're bound to take a double loss. You're gonna take a double loss because what? You had the same pair open. So guys, let's say for example you have Euro USD open, you have a different trade open. You have Euro USD open, you have CAD JPY open, you have something else open. That's safe. That's gonna move very well. You're bound to make money. But if you have any pairs including USD, there's no issue with that, because the USD controls the 8 major pairs. So if you have pairs selling against the USD and one buying against the USD, there's no problem with that. You just have to check up if the pair which is trading against USD is moving up or down. Just check the correlation with that. But if you guys, if you're ever in fear with your trades or anything, I'm always available to share information, and I hope everybody has a great week, guys. Let's push pips, let's make money. That's the goal. And always just share your profits. I love seeing people succeed in their goals, guys. So see you next time. Let me switch this thing off now. I see you guys still there. You guys still watching. Okay, in video, in the meeting.